Hey guys, subscribe for daily content. And if you're shopping for gear, make sure you check out the description for the newest items at some of the very best online retailers. There's also links for some of the items that I personally recommend. Thanks! What's going on YouTube? Metal Complex here, and today I've got another short little unboxing to share with you guys. I am super excited about this. I know exactly what's in here. Never handled it before. This was sent by Polish Custom Knives, and if that name sounds familiar, it's probably because you've heard me and various other YouTube knife personalities talk about them in relation to Herman knives, which are sold exclusively at Polish Custom Knives. But they have a whole bunch of other awesome stuff there, and this is one of those other cool things. They reached out to me and said, do you want to take a look at this? And I said, yeah, that looks really great. So thank you very much, Polish Custom Knives. I will link them down in the description. You guys can check them out. Thanks so much to my generous patrons who are supporting me. There's a link for Patreon down there as well, and please make sure to follow me on Instagram at metal_complex. Okay, let's get into this box. I have been anxiously awaiting this package, so I'm pretty excited here. Whoops, we dropped something. Packing material, okay. And then we have this, which I imagine is authenticity, yes. Ah, there we go. Okay, so let's open this up and find out what we've got here. Yeah. Okay, so this is a JK Knives, which I am not familiar with at all. You can see here, Dwarf 3, M390 at 61 HRC, which is definitely something to take note of. Obviously, any steel that's not properly heat treated is not going to perform optimally, but 61 is a perfect HRC for M390. Oh, yeah. Ooh. Yeah, that is beautiful. So, oh, man, that is smooth. Okay, hang on. Let's give this a shot from this direction. Oh, yeah. Okay, so this is a titanium frame lock that's very slim. Blade stock, not necessarily like the slimmest blade stock in the whole world, but gosh, that is smooth. Yeah, the detents, let's see here. I'm going to call that about medium. Is what that feels like. We have an over travel stop. Yes, we do. So this is a titanium frame lock, and obviously we have lots of titanium frame locks in M390 out there, definitely. But it is made by, and it's like I said earlier, I can't, if I mentioned it, I cannot pronounce his name. More information about this knife, I'll link this knife right down below so you guys can get that info. This is just an unboxing and first impressions. I don't know anything about this knife other than it just looked really cool. Nice. Let's take a look at that finish up close. I was about to say, it looks to be hand rub satin. My goodness. It's super duper fine. It almost, yeah, I mean, the lines you can see are going horizontally. I've just never seen, it's not quite as reflective. It's subdued, which is cool. I kind of like this. Oh, I don't know if I want to call it topographical. Honestly, it looks like, if you've ever played Halo, it looks like the inside of the buildings in Halo, which is really cool. Straight edge right here until we reach about this area on the blade, and we have some heavy curvature, which is cool. Nice flow, good lines. The action feels very different than just whenever I handle a small, skinny knife, it always makes me feel like the blade is not going to want to readily fall back into the handle, but it's very, very smooth and very consistent with zero blade play. Zero blade play. Let's check for pivot lash. Nope. Detent lash. Nope. Perfectly centered. So this is just first impressions. I can tell you, this is an expensive knife, right? But yeah, this feels completely and totally different than, say, something you can get from Wii knives for around $200 using the same materials. Very, very different on the pivot and internals and things like that. I mean, it's hard to explain what I mean when I say that. What I mean is the consistency, the smoothness, or the feeling of the detent ball dragging over the face of the blade is a lot different than kind of I mean, it's minimal, but on a much less expensive knife, it feels a little more lumpy, bumpy, right? It's still reasonably consistent for the price range, but it just has a different feeling. It doesn't feel like the surfaces were quite as polished on the less expensive knives, and maybe it's more on this one. Yeah, in any case, this is very cool. Taking a look at the 3D machined pocket clip and the finish on the titanium. Let me give you guys a good close-up of that. Is it like orange peel? What on earth is the finish? Is it tumbled? Hang on. I can't tell if it's actually textured or if it's just the way that the finish looks. It's smooth. It doesn't feel like it has any texturing to it, but that's a nice looking finish. Very different. Really cool. Very interesting. Obviously, I've got some studying up to do. You can see the milling on the inside. Got some studying up to do on this knife. I want to learn about it. But yeah, we are definitely in a different ballpark. This is kind of between... Oh, what's a good example? It's kind of approaching that Shirogorov feel in knives. For those of you who have handled a Shirogorov, it's kind of approaching that. It's kind of, you know, it's kind of close to what I experienced with Herman. It's just taking a different form. But yeah, really, really nice for sure. At least, you know, my initial impressions are the quality here is absolutely outstanding. Very cool. Very interesting. I don't know that there's a whole lot more that I can say here. I don't know if there's anything else. No. Not a whole lot more I can say in this video. After a few weeks, after I've had a chance to handle it and kind of, you know, experience it, I'll give you guys a full comprehensive review. But yeah, JK Dwarf 3. Had no idea that there was a Dwarf 1 or 2, but I will link this knife and Polish Custom Knives right down below so you guys can go check it out. Yeah, that's going to be pretty much it today, guys. Please make sure to follow me on Instagram at metal_complex. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like. If you'd like to check out my other content, I do, of course, have lots of videos of knives that are either expensive or inexpensive that I do or don't like, so check those out. And if you enjoy all my content, go ahead and click on that Metal Complex logo right there and subscribe because there's definitely more coming. Thanks again for watching, everybody, and have a great day.